Hello. All right, we actually are not going to correct our homework. I'm just going to look over what you turned in yesterday for your packed families. And then we're going to do today's notebook page, and we'll go through the rest. Oop. So go ahead and get your notebook page out, okay? We are going to get started by filling in this chart, okay? So we're talking about multiplying and dividing. We're going to learn a few different vocabulary words and a few strategies to help us today. When we are doing multiplication, we usually see that X or that multiply sign. What that means is that we're going to combine equal groups. Okay? When we have divide, we are dividing into equal groups. Both of them are talking about equal groups. It's just if we're combining and getting bigger or dividing and getting smaller. Now, when we multiply, we'd have like 3 times 5. Sorry, it's a little blurry, isn't it? Equals 15 as a practice sentence. We remember the vocabulary words factor for both of these numbers. And the answer is called our product. Now, when we are doing division, watch what you see about these numbers. Do you notice that they're the exact same 3 numbers from our multiplication sentence? It's like our fact families yesterday, where we're using the same 3 numbers. That's why if we know our multiplication facts, we can solve our division facts. But these 3 have 3 new vocabulary words. The first number is called the dividend. I like to remember because it's on the end of our problem. Okay, dividend. Our next part is called the divisor. And then our last vocabulary word is a quotient. That's a T over there. I got a little lost in the black line. Our quotient. So we know factor and product, now we have dividend, divisor, and quotient. When we're doing multiplication, we can picture it like a strip diagram. So we have a rectangle split in half the long way. Now I'm looking at my multiplication sentence. 3 times 5. Well, I know I'm going to need 3 groups. And I know each of those groups is going to have 5. And we don't know what's down here. That would be our product, which would be 15. All right? For division, it's like the opposite. We start with our big dividend. And we're trying to split it by our divisor into 3 groups. 3 groups. How much would belong in each group? We know that 5 would belong in each group. Kind of like they flipped, just like over here and here. When we have it the array way, we're trying to think 3 groups of 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 3 groups of 5. Then, when I'm trying to divide, I have my array started. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it again. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time I have 15. And I'm going to split into 3 rows. So I'm going to split like this. I can show it either way. Now for equal groups, what I'm doing is I have, remember, my 3 groups of 5. I'm going to do 3 groups this time, like 3 plates, 3 circles. And I need 5 on each plate. Well, when I'm trying to divide, I want to remember that I share equally. So I'm starting with my 3 groups because I'm dividing it into 3, right? 2, 3. And then I'm dividing and I'm splitting it up. So I'm going to count to 15. I'm going to put 1 at a time. 1. I come to my next group. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had 5. I had 15. And I split it into 3 groups, and I'm left with 5 in each, my same quotient. Now, when I'm doing repeated addition, I'm looking back to my fact, and I have 3. So I need 3 numbers that I'm going to repeat. And I'm going to repeat my other factor. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. But I can also do a repeated subtraction. I start with my 15. And I know I'm going to want to do 3 different facts because I'm dividing by 3. So I'm trying to think through. Actually, nope, change that. I'm going to subtract 3 because that's what I'm dividing by. 15 minus 3 is 12. I take my 12 and I put it up here and I keep repeating that subtraction. That's 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 facts. So I know it would be 5 times. Okay? And we didn't do the number line in class. So we're going to cross that one off on the bottom. So you're going to use these skills to help us. I'm also going to teach us one more quick one. So for this top part, you want to label using quotient, divisor, or dividend. You're going to label like the 63, the 7, and the 9. What would you call each part? Pause while you work on just that part and come back after. All right, well, the 63 is our dividend. The 7 is the divisor. And the 9 is our quotient. Did you get that part right? Excellent. All right, now we're going to do a trick to help us do division really fast. We can sketch out. If that's helpful, you can do that like we did over there. But we know that multiplication and division are related. So what I'm going to do is use my divisor in my problems. And I'm going to make a multiplication fact in my head. So in my head, I'm thinking 3 times what equals, I take my quotient, because that was the same as my product, like before. Sorry, my dividend, and I put it as my product. So 3 times what is 33? Well, if we go through our math facts, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, that would be 11 times. So then I know that my quotient is 11. As we did yesterday, we talked about how multiplication and division work together in fact families. To find division, we can actually use multiplication. So you try that for the rest of these and unpause the video when you're ready to look over that. All right, let's take a look. 16 divided by 2. Well, 2 times 8 equals 16, so that's 8. 27 divided by 3 gets us 9, because 9 times 3 is 27. 30 divided by 3 is 10, because 10 times 3 is 30. 36 divided by 9 is 4. 42 divided by 6 is 7. 18 divided by 9 is 2. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 44 divided by 4 is 11. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 40 divided by 4 is 10. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 35 divided by 5 is 7. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. All right. So that's all we're doing. We're thinking through those basic division skills today. We're reviewing that. So you got your homework worksheet, which looks like this. And it's just straight division fact practice. Okay? Think through that trick of using your divisor to help you find your quotient by making a multiplication fact. And make sure you do an extra round of extra math. And get on to Prodigy or Freckle today. All right, I did assign some skills, so make sure you're working on those. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. Bye.